Hello and welcome to Casual Veteran Gamer. In this Baldur's Gate 3 video, we're going to be looking at a ring called the Sparkswall and maybe a set of boots to go with it. To find the Sparkswall, you have to kill Bernard up in the Arcane Tower, and I've taken guiding light from his, I'd say corpse, but from his broken body. And we can go down into the basement. Now, previously and still currently, we have the Staff of Arcane Blessing. I'm just going to pick that up because it's a good staff. But in this chest over here, we have the Sparkswall, Spark Blocker. The wearer can't be electrocuted and they gain resistance to lightning damage. Now by itself, that isn't overly powerful. I'm going to give it to Lae'zel though. I'm also going to equip Lae'zel with the Watersparkers, and when the wearer stands in water or blood, it becomes electrified. If the wearer starts their turn in an electrified surface, they gain 3 lightning charges. Now where do we find the Watersparkers, I might hear you ask? And you find them in the chest just behind Minthara. Here we are, the Watersparkers. So we're taking a jaunt in the goblin camp. There is some water here. Lae'zel's going to take an opportunity attack. And this water has been electrified. What's the point of that, CVG? Well, she also has a single bottle of water. She's just going to throw it at Crusher, who is also now electrocuted. And at the start of her next turn, she should also gain some lightning charges. And actually what I'm going to do, since I didn't equip the weapon first, is equip the Light of Creation. It can still stun the wielder. This ring does not prevent that, but it does do lightning damage. Now, Shadowheart tells us that the forecast isn't looking good. So we're going to use a level 2 Create Water because it actually increases the area that the Create Water spell works for. I'm trying to be careful not to include my own party members in this because they might get electrocuted. And we can extend this pool of water, hopefully, as time goes on. And you see it's joined up with this pool here, and we'll make it spread down to the left. And just create a lightning field goblin camp. And from patch 7, we can also throw things if they are light enough. So we're going to throw our goblin friend here into the electrified water. And our resident sorcerer has equipped Rain Dancer, although the Staff of Arcane Blessing will usually be better. And so once per short rest, she can create some water for us now. We can see there's lots of goblins coming from this direction. So I'm going to try and join up this pool of water. There we are. And hopefully these goblins will start running into it, although they might actually get around it. Oh, there goes a goblin just from standing in the electrified water. And since they're wet, they take double damage from this electrified water. Oh, but all the water's gone. Oh no, it got turned into electrified steam instead. And so, since Lae'zel started in... well, I'm not actually standing in electrified water. I'm in electrified steam. Yeah, an electrified surface. So now she's got a +1 to hit and does an extra 1 lightning damage, although that'll be a +2 lightning damage because the enemy is wet. What we'll try... yeah, we'll try a disarming attack on this bugbear. Boom. So what damage did we do? 19 from the Atom Master Maneuver, effectively. Rolled a 6 on the 1d6 for Light of Creation, turning that into 12, plus an extra 2 because of the lightning damage coming from the lightning charges. And if she starts her next turn in the electrified steam, she'll get an extra 3 charges, although 1 charge is lost every turn. So I'm about to use Shadowheart's last spell slot. I'm going to try and connect this Create Water with electrified steam in the hope that it links it all up. Now, unfortunately, that didn't quite work. However, I feel like if I turn this water into steam, it should connect the surfaces, and we'll see that in a second, hopefully. So the Barbarian is going to throw some Alchemist's Fire at the water surface here. May as well hit these guys while we're at it. There we are. Tracker Gricker is now electrocuted because we've got electrified steam. There goes another goblin to the electrified steam. So I can have Lae'zel right there in the middle. And she's now got 5 charges. We can see when we come to here, it says plus lightning charges. That's an extra +1 to our chance to hit. Now, unfortunately, the War Companion isn't wet, so we're not going to get double damage in all of this, or on the lightning damage, but we're going to do as much as we can. So let's try and scare this warg. There we are. So we got stuns. The ring doesn't prevent immunity to that. It's a bit strange that in the log here, the warg took, it says 1 lightning damage here, but when we hover over it, it says damage roll is 3. And then it says Warg Companion was hit for 7 lightning damage, damage roll 3. The damage roll of 3 seems to be the mistake because having lightning charges gives you +1 lightning damage, which is represented here, and then 7 lightning damage was probably rolled on the 1d8, and we got 6 on the Light of Creation and 16 just from using the Battle Master maneuver. And fortunately, all of the electrified surfaces have gone. We'll try and Misty Step onto the water. Doesn't seem to work. The lightning doesn't always seem to electrify the water that's around. I haven't quite figured out when it does and doesn't do it. I was trying it before coming here on the beach in the Underdark and I just couldn't get it to work at all. So this combination doesn't work out completely perfectly, seemingly because of some bug. And also it's worth noting that these boots are not the only items that can give you lightning charges. There are plenty of other items out there. We can get some weapons. There is a helmet. There is a necklace. Probably some gloves out there that I've forgotten about off the top of my head. And the main point of this video was to show you the Sparkswall and that you can use it to complement some of the other items that you have by itself. Not that amazing. You won't come across being electrocuted too often in combat from the enemies, but you will be able to create situations where you are in electrified surfaces. So let me know what you think of this ring and maybe some of the other items. What items would you actually combine this with? If you made it this far, please do consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.